Talking point of this game, Miles and I from Bowling Green, Kentucky, the 4th region. We're in the 15th region right now, but Bowling Green in the 4th region for Kentucky high school sports. Quite a few players coming from the 4th region in this game, so it's great to see the 4th region a hotbed for women's basketball here as we have tip-off.
And now ball in the hands of Reagan Turner, going to be defended on the play by Alexis Graham. They'll look to get it inside to Pulaskite. Pulaskite can't get that shot to go, rims off the back right there. And now we have Lauren Turner taking the ball across half court for Campbellsville. A little bit of off-ball movement, and they'll dump it into the corner for Faulkner. Back up top to Lauren Turner. Turner averages 4 points a game, about 3 assists as well. A nice ball distributor. And Madison Clemens, a dead eye from the 3 right there.
Yeah, you can't leave her open at the 3. Can't give her any space at the 3, really. And then Lindsey Wilson going on the other end and answer very well.
That was Heidi Huffman on that three-pointer. She shoots 36% from beyond the arc this season. On the other end, Jordan Dorham with the missed layup. Now we have Kayla Stiles taking the ball at court. She'll dump it off, and layup missed there by Tiana Curry. Rebounded well by Jordan Dorham. Now up to Lauren Turner. She's going to be guarded by Reagan Turner. She'll throw it to the corner. Three-pointer on the way, and good for Alexis Graham.
We got our first beautiful assist by the Campbellsville Tigers. Lauren Turner looking cross-court for a terrific dime of a pass.
And then on the other end, Campbellsville was able to come up with the rebound right there, but Alexis Graham throwing that one out of bounds after Lauren Turner didn't look quite ready for that pass, so it's going to go back in favor of the Blue Raiders here. Reagan Turner to inbound. She'll throw it into Curry. Curry on the drive, gets into the lane, goes up with the left hand, but before she can get that shot off, going to see a foul. First foul of the contest going to go against Jordan Dorham.
Tiana Curry has gotten a lot of penetration on the Campbellsville Tigers here early on. She has so much speed. She's a very hard player to guard and contain.
Stiles on the inbound. She'll throw it into Curry. Curry on the baseline. She'll throw it back over to her for the mid-range jumper. And a Pulaskite to Curry assist right there. Blue Raiders trail 5-6 now. 8:20 left in the first quarter. Lauren Turner with the ball, going to be guarded on the possession by Tiana Curry. Looks to be a 2-3 zone we're seeing here from Lindsey Wilson. Corner, or wing 3 rather, on the way for Madison Clemens. Can't go. Rolls off the back of the rim right there. Rebounded by Pulaskite. Curry taking the ball out court, now going to be guarded by Faulkner. Over to Stiles on the wing. She'll dump it to the free throw line for Reagan Turner. And Turner driving right to the rim right there. Strong finish.
Yeah, saw an open hole that was guarded very well. Just kind of around it, took it right past the Campbellsville Tigers as that ball's brought down by Kayla Stiles.
Alexis Graham's three-pointer rolled around the rim right there. And it's going to go back to Campbellsville following that, I believe, the travel call.
And another big point that's going to really play a factor in this game is the height advantage that Lindsey Wilson have down low with Gerda Pulaskite and Kayla Stiles. You can just see it down there on the left portion of your screen. Kayla Stiles is hulking over number 40, Campbellsville Tigers. That's Madison Faulkner down low.
Yeah, she has about a 4-inch advantage on that matchup. The closest Campbellsville has to kind of mismatching that size advantage would be Alexis Calhoun at 6'1". They have the ball with 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball in the hands of Madison Clemens. She'll throw it to the middle for Faulkner. Faulkner on the mid-range jumper. Good. What a pretty shot right there from Madison Faulkner. 8-7 now your score with 7:08 remaining here in the first quarter. Reagan Turner on the drive. She'll kick it up top to Stiles. Back over to Curry on the left wing. Now we're going to go to the middle of the court with Reagan Turner on the jumper. And both of these teams have really hot shots right now. Not a whole lot of the points coming from, in the paint right now. It's just some baseline mid-range jumpers.
Yeah, they're doing a great job at defending the interior. And just both offenses are really flowing well around, that mid-range to three-point area.
Now we see the ball in the hands of Alexis Graham. She'll throw it into the corner for Lauren Turner. Turner on the drive, going to be fouled on that play by Tiana Curry. Love the job by Lauren Turner right there to get the first step on the left-handed dribble. Then drawing the foul right there, we saw Curry kind of slap both of the wrists right there of Lauren Turner. I like the foul by her to make sure that, we're going to see Lauren Turner at the free throw line for 2 instead of the and 1. 6:34 remaining in the first period. First free throw on the way and good for Lauren Turner. She is an 81% shooter from the line.
Yeah, and going back to that take that Lauren Turner had to the basket, I really like how she used her body very effectively, kind of dropping that shoulder a little bit. Not dangerously, though. She just did it very tactically, which allowed her to create some space to the bucket.
And now Campbellsville leads 9-10 here with about 6.5 minutes in the first quarter. Reagan Turner on the ball, kicks it over to the left wing for Stiles. Stiles on the drive, gets it in the paint, but going to have that one stripped away. Now we see Alexis Graham taking the ball up the court, and she'll slow things down, throwing it off to Lauren Turner. Back to Graham up top, over to Clemens, and they'll dump it down low. And on the finish, we see Jordan Dorham. What excellent little spin move right there to create some space and get the right-handed hook shot to go. Tigers now with the three-point lead, get the steal. They have it in the hands of Clemens, and that's going to be a jump ball. Great job by Reagan Turner right there. Doesn't leave her feet whatsoever, but comes up with the block right there and forces the jump ball.
Yeah, she just honed her sights right on the ball there and just snapped right at it, timing that block slash steal. I'm not really sure what you'd call it, but it was great defense nonetheless.
And we're going to see Faulkner for the inbound. She'll throw it in, and that's a three-pointer for Lauren Turner, who clangs off the front of the rim right there, but rebounded by Alexis Graham. Over to the other corner for Clemens, but that one rolls around the rim as well. Curry taking the ball to court now for the Blue Raiders. Crosses up at about that free throw line. Has to pick up her dribble, though. Now they'll throw it back to Curry. Foul going to be called against the Tigers on that play. That is only their second foul of the game here about 4 minutes into the contest.
And Tiana Curry is running Madison Clemens ragged. Actually, she might just have picked up an injury right over there. Clemens looks to be a little out of breath and just kind of hands on her knees right now. I'm not sure what's necessarily wrong with her.
And we see Pulaski exit the game for Lindsey Wilson. In for them is Dakota Smith. For Campbellsville, we just saw Savannah Gregory enter the game, the freshman. Now corner three on the way, rolls around the rim, but eventually falls off the backboard and into the hands of Lauren Turner there. She has the ball now, crossing that half-court line, going to be guarded by Reagan Turner. Corner three on the way, no good for Savannah Gregory, the freshman, rebounded by Dorham, and Dorham on the finish. Campbellsville looking really good on the offensive glass today. We saw Lindsey Wilson struggle in that area yesterday. Although they picked up the win in the first half, they were struggling on the offensive glass, down by 6 in that category. And on the other end, a great charge drawn there by Savannah Gregory, a senior move from the freshman. And we're going to see a couple of substitutions on the court. Entering the game for the Campbellsville Tigers, Caitlin Hall, who leads them in assists this season, and a timeout going to be called on the floor as well. This is going to be our first media timeout of the contest. It's been a fun game so far. Tigers up right now 14-9 with about 4:59 left in the first period. Not a whole lot of fouls so far, only 2 for each of the teams in this game. It's just been a game of just clean, solid basketball, Nathan.
Yeah, it's been a very smooth game. Just both teams, playing a very quick transition offense, just moving up and down the court. Both offenses are free-flowing very early on. That's a great thing to see.
So far in this one, we have some pretty solid field goal percentages as well. Lindsey Wilson sitting at about 57% so far. They've shot 4 for 7. Campbellsville has put up 11 shots but only made 5. They're about 46% from the field in this one. Lindsey Wilson's already knocked down a 3 ball. That one came from the hands of Heidi Huffman. She's only taken 1 shot today, but she's made that shot. 3 points on the day for her so far. Leading all scorers so far, Reagan Turner with 4.
Yeah, and Reagan Turner's points have come from just very smart takes to the basket. She's a very intelligent player and only a freshman as well.
And now we see the ball in the hands of Savannah Gregory. She'll dump it down low, and Jordan Dorham is taking some excellent takes down low, and they've been setting her up really well down there as well. Another timeout going to be called following that Jordan Dorham basket. Dorham now takes the lead for scorers with 5. She has shot 2 for 4 from the field so far. Also made a free throw. 16-9 your score. Now only 12 seconds is what Campbellsville took to make that play right there. 4:47 remaining in the first period. Lindsey Wilson ball. And that was just a 30-second timeout, so we're going to see the action resuming here very shortly. Kayla Stiles going to inbound here, and it looks like we might see a little bit of a press from the Campbellsville Tigers.
Yeah, I like this straight out of the timeout, trying to get Lindsey Wilson on their heels, but Lindsey Wilson playing very smart in that full court press.
They also brought a little half-court press right there, and it eventually gets the steal. Caitlin Hall with the swipe right there. She throws it up court into the hands of Alexis Graham. Graham had 14 in the last one. She tied for leading scorers in that one. And once again, they find Jordan Dorham down low for the finish. Love this Campbellsville Tigers team. They seem to find the paint extremely well despite the size disadvantage they have in this one. It has been due to some excellent ball distribution. Now we have the ball in the hands of Reagan Turner. She'll swing it over to Heidi Huffman. Back to Turner. Now they'll try to get it down low for Stiles on the baseline. She's going to be double teamed over there. So she's forced to pass it out to Heidi Huffman. Huffman on the three. Now 1 for 2 on the day from beyond the arc.
And I really like that move by Campbellsville to double down on Kayla Stiles in that low post corner. I don't want her to hit that mid-range jumper.
And then on the other end, Gregory with the missed layup comes up with the offensive rebound, but has that one stripped away. Now in the hands of Reagan Turner, taking it all the way coast to coast, finishing with the layup. Beautiful move from Reagan Turner, the freshman.
Reagan Turner was zooming down the court, was running out of space, so she just gives herself some more space with a crisp spin move.
Yeah, I love that spin move on the baseline she used right there, right under the basket. A pretty unconventional place to use the spin move as she was almost out of bounds right there, but perfect placement with the feet right there. Gets her the easy two.
We're going to see a slew of subs coming in. 3 for Campbellsville, 2 for Lindsey Wilson. One of those subs is the number 24, Dakota Smith, who's coming in for Gerda Pulaski, who seems to have just lost her contact on the court. She is being attended to by the medical staff, getting that contact back in. Hopefully she can get back on the court here soon.
Yeah, Pulaski's certainly a fun player to watch. Always has her hands up on the defensive end, leads the conference in blocks, actually. Now we have the ball in the hands of Savannah Gregory. She'll throw it over to the left wing. Back up top to the Kaiser. Now we're going to go to the right wing, and a corner three on the way, and that one's going to be good for Madison Kaiser.
Madison Kaiser is on a roll right now. What a three ball from her.
Yeah, from the corner, a 34% three-point shooter this season. And the foul going to be called on that play. And that one's going to be against Caitlin Hall, picking up her first foul of the game. Team's only third of the first quarter with about 3 minutes to go in the first. 21-11 your score right now. Now we see Curry with the ball. She's going to be guarded by Savannah Gregory. She makes it past her, kicks it out for the three, and no good for Heidi Huffman, but that one was saved by Reagan Turner. Eventually goes into the hands of the Tigers. Now we're going to see Caitlin Hall taking the ball up court, going to be guarded on the play by Cheatham. She'll kick it over to Gregory on the right wing, dumping it down low. That's Calhoun on the post. Shot no good. Gets the rebound, though, and no good for Savannah Gregory right there. I love the left-handed take from her. Almost gets it to fall, but she is going to see herself at the free throw line.
Yeah, she wasn't given much space down low by Lindsey Wilson, but she took everything that was given her on that play.
And Gregory, a 65% free throw shooter on the season, gets the first one to drop. So your score now 22-11. We saw the Blue Raiders struggle offensively to start out the last game as well, but their defense kind of counteracted that. This time the Tigers hot on the offensive end so far, shooting about 54% from the field, also 38% from beyond the arc, and haven't missed a free throw yet. 23-11 your score now. Reagan Turner with the ball crossing the half-court line. She'll pass Madison Kaiser right there. Kick it to the corner. No good right there, and that was Cheatham on the shot, but Lindsey Wilson comes down with the offensive rebound right there.
Yeah, and Huffman tore that rebound down with one arm, too. That was really impressive.
Mid-range jumper on the way, rolls off the back of the rim for Devin Cheatham. Going to be rebounded, taken up court by Caitlin Hall. She'll throw it way up court, and that was a Tom Brady-like pass. Unfortunately, she caught it kind of right under the basket, but that was nearly perfect play execution right there by the Tigers.
Yeah, it was quite a play that looked like, a nice Tom Brady to Danny Amendola connection back in the day. That was a great play by them. And, Campbellsville, I'm really impressed with how Campbellsville, every player on the court has tremendous vision down court. They're always looking for that long pass to get the offense going right away before the defense can adjust. Yeah,
it seems like as soon as they get the rebound, their eyes immediately go up court, and Madison Kaiser's eyes immediately go to the rim on that three ball. That's another one for her.
Yeah, Kaiser is lethal. She's always looking for a shot as she was there, and Lindsey Wilson doing a great job at breaking through this press right now.
Curry has the ball right now. She'll try to get it to Stiles, but that one was just a little bit too high for Stiles to catch right there. Kayla Stiles looked a little bit frustrated after that play, but it's going to go back in favor of the Tigers here. They will send Madison Stewart for the inbound. Not a whole lot of pressure from the Blue Raiders, so easy inbound pass for them. Now we're going to see Caitlin Hall cross that half-court line. She'll throw it over to Savannah Gregory. And an excellent little pass fake there from Stewart gives her a little bit of space, but defended well by Stiles, so they'll kick it back up top. Now in the hands of Kaiser. Excellent little deflection there from Curry, but it's going to go back out of bounds and in favor of the Tigers. They have 12 seconds left on the shot clock, 1:23 left in the first period. We're going to see Caitlin Hall to inbound. She'll throw it in, and they have it in the hands of Kaiser for the three. That one no good. Her first missed three of the afternoon. Caitlin Hall now has it, the twin sister of Kristen Hall. Now they have it in the hands of Madison Stewart. She'll swing it back over to Hall. Hall on the drive. Excellent defense from Pulaski right there. Whether the travel counts or not right there, she stuck her hands up right there getting the block, and it forces the Tigers to have a little bit of a miscommunication with the feet. And now 1:05 remains here in the first quarter. 26-11 your score in favor of the Tigers. And we're going to see Stiles inbound the ball. They're trying to get it across that half-court line, but a whole lot of pressure from the Tigers. And they're eventually going to pick up a foul. They played solid defense in the backcourt right there, but got a little bit too handsy once that got across the half-court line, so it's going to go back in favor of Lindsey Wilson.
And that's also in part due to the quick decisions by Lindsey Wilson, breaking through that press, moving up the court. They were just passing too quick for Campbellsville to react with their feet.
And now we see on the inbound for the first time today, Harris for Lindsey Wilson. They're going to kick it back over to Reagan Turner on the right wing. 24 on the shot clock. On the drive, Curry, excellent block there from Alexis Calhoun. Calhoun with a tomahawk swat on that last one. Then a jump ball going to be called, giving it back to Lindsey Wilson. So good job by Lindsey Wilson right there. Even after the block, you could have put your head down, but get right back on defense, and now you got the ball back right under the baseline.
And we're going to have a quick substitution by Campbellsville. Number 22, Lexus Graham, taking the court. For her first action of the night, she's going to be subbed in for Madison Kaiser.
Curry to inbound. She'll throw it into Reagan Turner. Saw a little bit of body contact right there, but no foul called. Now we see Turner taking the ball up the court. She'll throw it up top to Savannah Gregory at the wing. Lauren Turner now swinging it over to Stewart on the wing. Stewart looking to draw up a play here with about 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Lauren Turner now with it up top. 26 seconds left in the first period. Lauren Turner with the ball on the right wing. 5 seconds on the shot clock. They'll get it down low. And what composure by the Campbellsville Tigers. Alexis Calhoun gets the finish. But that was just some great all five players on the court. And whoa, big foul right there. But like I was talking about before, every player on the court for Campbellsville on that last possession just distributing it well. It seemed like no one wanted to take the shot until that last shot got in the hands of Alexis Calhoun. Now they lead the game 28-11. 28 points in the first quarter is no easy mark. And then we see that's Madison Stewart going down hard after that Kayla Stiles collision.
Yeah, it looks like she drew a small cut on her face. She just collided with Kayla Stiles, and it was a fantastic hustle play by her. You can tell how much heart these Campbellsville Tigers have by that hustle play.
Yeah, and you can see she just has a towel on her head over there, so it's just, as soon as you go down, you're right back up for Campbellsville. She looks to be getting over that injury pretty well, honestly, for how hard the hit she took. But she did draw the foul right there. That's why you see Kayla Stiles at the free throw line right now. Couldn't connect on the first one, but is 78% shooter on the season.
And going back to that last Campbellsville offensive possession, I love how they staggered their cuts to the basket, really just timing them perfectly instead of getting a little too antsy. You see that sometimes in basketball where players want to get into their spots right away rather than just timing it and having the offense flow.
And there were only about 6 seconds when that play started, and the buzzer going to go off right before that shot could go off. So whether that shot went down or not was not going to count right there. So 28-12 will be your score at the end of the first quarter. It's been a fun first quarter. The Tigers tearing it up on the offensive end so far, shooting 53% from the field, about 37% from the three-point arc, then 100% from the free throw line. They're also out rebounding Lindsey Wilson at 10-7 after the first quarter, have picked up 8 assists compared to Lindsey Wilson's 2. They've been distributing the ball extremely well. One of the players who's been doing it better than the rest so far is Madison Clemens with 3 dimes, and this one only 3 points as well. They have no blocks, but Lindsey Wilson has 1, and both teams have 4 fouls. Those are your team stats at the end of the first quarter. Some individual statistics for you real quick. Jordan Dorham leads the scoring charge for Campbellsville in this one. She's got 8 points, 3 rebounds, and a shot, 80% from the field, 4 for 5 on the night. Madison Clemens has 3 points, like I said before, 3 assists as well, and those 3 points came from a long ball earlier on in the first period. Some players who have scored a basket for Campbellsville so far include Alexis Graham, Alexis Calhoun, and Savannah Gregory. Lauren Turner also with a basket, and Madison Kaiser has 6. For Lindsey Wilson, Reagan Turner leads the way with 6, Heidi Huffman with 3, Curry with 2, and Kayla Stiles with just 1 after the first quarter. Excellent defense on her from the Campbellsville Tigers. Now they have the ball in the hands of Jordan Dorham down low. She'll use the spin move, but that shot rolls around the rim and into the hands of Kayla Stiles. She'll throw it up court to Curry. Curry on the drive, going to have that one swiped away, so it'll stay with Lindsey Wilson. 12-28 your score here, about 20 seconds into the second period. Going to give you a quick scoreboard update. We apologize for that one here on STBNTV.com. Now the second quarter underway. Tiana Curry to inbound for Lindsey Wilson. And she'll throw it up top, and that one's going to be handled by Harris. Over to Curry on the right wing. Back up top for a three-pointer. No good for Reagan Turner. Rolls around the rim right there, but into the hands of Madison Faulkner. Faulkner throws it up court, and the layup again good by Jordan Dorham. Jordan Dorham has been an offensive powerhouse in this one, now breaking the double-digit mark with that one, shooting 5 for 6 from the field. We see Pulaski on the other end has that ball stripped away, but Heidi Huffman came up with it. She has it right now, being pressured about that half-court line. We're going to see Curry with it now, going to be guarded by Alexis Graham. And that one swiped away. Lauren Turner, excellent job by her to come up with that pass right there and distribute it to her teammate. Now she has the ball, swinging it over to Madison Clemens in the corner, and that one rolls everywhere but inside the basket right there. That would have put Campbellsville in a pretty high mood, to say the least. You know, that one would have brought a whole lot of energy to the squad, and it rolls around the rim. But I'd say the Tigers are playing pretty solid so far, up 30-12 on one of the best teams in the nation, number 10, Lindsey Wilson.
Yeah, and I love the hustle that Campbellsville is playing with right now. They are getting out after every loose ball, and if they're not winning that loose ball, they're at least, getting so close to winning it, they're almost colliding in every loose ball they get.
Yeah, it really seems like they're not trying to leave any doubt as to whether they make it to the next round so far in this one. Now we see the ball in the hands of Madison Clemens. She'll dump it down low to Dorham. And once again, Dorham on the finish. That one stayed stagnant on the rim for a little bit, but eventually drops, and Dorham now is 6 for 7 on the night. Pulaski has the ball on the right wing. She'll dump it down low to Kayla Stiles. No good for Stiles. Rolls around the rim, rebounded by Dorham. Now they're going to kick it up court to Lauren Turner on the drive. She'll kick it back up top to Clemens on the wing. They'll dump it down low to Dorham again, and Dorham once again finishing on the right block. She is now 8 for 9 on the game.
Jordan Dorham is getting big right now. She is bossing the interior of the paint, and she's done a great job at guarding Kayla Stiles too, as she misses on that jumper.
Nice hand in the face right there as we see the three-pointer roll off the left side of the rim for Kayla Stiles. On the other end, Madison Faulkner taking it up court on the drive. Good for her and one. The Tigers are on a roll. 36-12 now your score with 7:47 left in the second quarter. And the Tigers are just insane right now on both the defensive and offensive end. They're limiting Lindsey Wilson right now to 29% from the field, only 16% from beyond the arc, and themselves are shooting double in both of those numbers, 54% from the field and 33% from beyond the arc. Get the free throw to drop right there. Now they're up 25 over the Blue Raiders. 37-12 is your score. Ball in the hands of Reagan Turner, has it in the backcourt, guarded by Madison Faulkner. They get it across the half-court line, and a foul going to be called against Campbellsville. That's only their second foul of this second quarter. They've been playing some tight defense to only get 2 fouls so far.
Yeah, the Tigers have been playing very tight defense as well, and just getting right up on Lindsey Wilson. On that play, Tiana Curry just too quick though, saw the gaps and got right into him.
Heidi Huffman with the inbound now has it on the left wing, kicks it over to Curry. Curry has it up top, kicking it over to Turner. Turner looking to create some space. Curry on the mid-range jumper, no good for her. And that shot going to go out of bounds, and once again back into the hands of the Tigers. Foul also going to be called against Gerda Pulaskite on the play. That's her second foul of the half. 7:25 left in the second period of this one. Tigers on a roll right now, up 37-12. Ball in the hands of Lauren Turner. Curry going to guard her on this play. We're going to see a man-to-man defense from the Lindsey Wilson Blue Raiders. Lauren Turner with the ball now, look to get it inside, but going to kick it back up top. Now they have it in the hands of Alexis Graham on the drive. Look to go baseline right there, but she's going to dump it down low. And once again, Campbellsville getting it down low. Savannah Gregory that time on the finish. Campbellsville now up 39-12 with 6:52 left in the second quarter. Three-pointer on the way and good for Heidi Huffman. That's her second deep ball today.
That was a much-needed basket from Heidi Huffman. A great answer by her for on the white-hot Campbellsville Tigers, who are doing a whole lot down low. They're just playing so aggressive.
And then on the other end, once again, Jordan Dorham. She is on fire right now. 9 for 10 from the field, 18 points. It is an insane night for Dorham so far. Up 41-15, three-pointer on the way. Rolls off the back of the rim right there in the hands of Lauren Turner now. She crosses the half-court line. Throws over to Dorham once again in the low post. Spin move on the way, and that shot rolls around the rim. And once again in for Jordan Dorham. She is going insane right now, ballistic from the field. In this one so far, she is 9 for 10 from the field. Once again, 18 points, 43-15. Your score with 6:10 left in the second quarter. And the Tigers are even hot on the bench right now. They look thrilled with this lead.
Oh, yeah. You can hear Pump It Up playing on the loudspeaker, and Jordan Dorham has certainly pumped it up here in the second quarter. She's taken to the rack on multiple occasions, and it's not that Lindsey Wilson aren't playing bad defense. They're putting their hands up, getting a body in front of her, but Jordan Dorham just has such a silky smooth touch at the basket, and a lot of time it just hits off the glass, rolls around the rim a little bit, and just sinks right into the basket. I mean, it's been a terrific performance by her. She's really using, her post moves and that touch under the rim to its fullest right now.
I like the fact that she uses a lot of strength with her body, but then goes really soft with the wrist on the finish. It seems like all the shots just kind of roll around the rim and in for Jordan Dorham. She shot 80% from the field in this one. It has been a crazy night for her, to say the least. We saw Coach Ginger Colvin in her 11th year talking over to the team. She has to be happy with their performance so far. Now we're going to see Lindsey Wilson taking the ball up court. They have it in the hands of Reagan Turner. She's going to be met at that half-court line by Savannah Gregory. Some more pressure from the Tigers. And it looks like we might be seeing a 2-3 here from the Tigers. Reagan Turner couldn't quite come up with that pass, but she'll get it across the half-court line before that one could be a backcourt violation. Tigers come up with it, though. Hustle play executed by Gregory. Three-pointer on the way for Gregory, no good. But once again, Jordan Dorham on the follow, 20 points. So right now, Jordan Dorham, if it were just her versus the Blue Raiders, would lead 20-15 in theory. Obviously, 1-on-5, that wouldn't be happening. But just with the amount of points she's put up so far, she is certainly one of the main contributors for the Tigers. And on the defensive end, it seems like everybody is active out there. We've seen Gregory pick up a couple steals, as well as Alexis Calhoun. And Calhoun checking into the game right now, getting some applause from the bench. And Jordan Dorham going to get a huge standing ovation from her fellow teammates on the bench. She had a terrific offensive performance now with 5:26 left in the second quarter.
And I got a feeling the play for Campbellsville is not going to get worse at any point. Alexis Calhoun is a tremendous post player. She follows on that play, but just her low post presence causes so much trouble for the big men of Lindsey Wilson, like Kayla Stiles, like Gerda Pulaskite, who's not in right now. Dakota Smith in for Gerda right now.
And we see a steal there from Madison Clemens out of the hands of Kayla Stiles. Then on the other end, can't finish, though. saw a little bit of pressure from Styles, maybe got a little anxious under the basket. On the other end, Curry trying to finish, but that shot's going to clang off the backboard. Rebounded well by Gregory. Now we see Caitlin Hall taking the ball across that half-court line, leading the Tigers in assists this season with about 4 per game. They now have it in the hands of Caitlin Hall. Once again, they'll swing it over up top. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebounded by Curry. Curry gets the rebound, takes it across the half-court line. Going to be met by Caitlin Hall. Drives it inside out to Styles for the three. And Kayla Styles finally getting some going for the Blue Raiders on offense. 18-45 now your score, Nathan.
The Blue Raiders been a little cold, but, Kayla Styles, MSC Player of the Year, when the going gets tough, you got to go to Kayla Styles. She's a great player with a tremendous touch from all over the court, as we saw in that last possession for Lindsey Wilson.
Yeah, that was the first time Kayla Styles has gotten a field goal to fall. She has gotten a free throw so far, but she has struggled from the field thanks to some hand contention from the Tigers. It seems like they just have a hand in the face on every shot. Curry now with the ball for Lindsey Wilson, picks up her dribble, throws it over to Reagan Turner on the drive. Can't get that shot to go. She was hit pretty hard on that play, but no foul going to be called. On the other end, we see Kaiser on the finish. No good for her. Rebounded by Dakota Smith. They'll throw it up court to Curry now. She's going to drive into the lane, create some space right there, and finishes with the right hand.
What a finish by Curry, off balance, the speeding into the paint, as did Savannah Gregory. She can finish in the layups. Layups have been quite a struggle for Campbellsville as of late.
Yeah, just in these past few possessions, they missed some open layups. Have certainly not done so throughout the game, as they lead now 45-20 with about 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Missed three-pointer from Styles there. On the other end, we see the ball in the hands of Clemens in the corner. Three-pointer on the way for Clemens, and good. The Tigers are scorching right now.
I mean, if the layups aren't going down, let's just take a step back real quick and hit it from the three, as Madison Clemens did right there.
And now they almost have the 30-point lead over Lindsey Wilson right now. 3:17 left in the second quarter. Ball in the hands of Dakota Smith. She's going to get that one swiped away. And now we see Savannah Gregory on the finish. She'll get that one to go. Rolls around the rim and in for Reagan Turner.
And with that basket, it is now a 30-point lead for the Campbellsville Tigers. If you're Coach Ginger Colvin, you have to be elated with what you're seeing on the court.
Yeah, she's got to be thrilled with what she's seeing out there. And on the other end, they do pick up the foul right there, but it's only their third foul of the quarter. They've done a great job of playing tight defense with playing constrained defense as well. And now we see in the game, checking in for Campbellsville, we're going to see Fothergill, as well as we're also going to see Madison Stewart into the game. My apologies on that one. Lauren Turner still staying in the game, and we see the pass deflected by her. And that one is fought over by Madison Clemens and Devin Cheatham, but the timeout going to be called by the Tigers on that play, so they'll keep possession here. That's just a veteran decision by Coach Ginger Colvin to call the timeout as the players are fighting for the loose ball.
Yeah, and they have 3 timeouts remaining. A few mistakes have happened from Campbellsville, especially as of late in the second quarter. I mean, just hard work, hustle, and determination is what's getting it done for Campbellsville as of late.
A quick statistical breakdown for you for the teams. Campbellsville shooting 56% from the field, 33% from beyond the arc. Still haven't missed a free throw. They out-rebound Lindsey Wilson 20-13 in this matchup, and they've held Lindsey Wilson to an extremely low field goal and three-point percentage. Only 31% from the field and about 27% from the three-point arc. Ball now in the hands of Lauren Turner as she crosses the half-court line. Going to be met by Harris. Forced to pick up her dribble, taking a couple spin moves, and the foul going to be called against Harris.
Yeah, Harris was on her like glue on that play, just shadowed her throughout, just giving her trouble, but got a little too aggressive, just too much body contact for the referee's liking.
We now see the ball in the hands of Lauren Turner. Once again going to be guarded by Harris, who just picked up her first foul of the contest. We're going to see the ball on the wing, and they'll look to get it down low to Clemens on the spin move. Tries to pass it off right there, but it's going to be a kicked ball violation against Gerda Pulaski right there, keeping it with the Tigers. 19 on the shot clock.
And I love that ball control by Madison Clemens in the low post. Use that spin move very effectively to avoid contact and to get a pass off.
Lauren Turner now has it, going to be guarded by Heidi Huffman. They'll dump it down low. Once again, Campbellsville getting it in the paint right there. That shot rolls just off the rim, and it's going to be Harris taking the ball across the half-court line for Lindsey Wilson. Now they have it for Heidi Huffman. They'll swing it over to Cheatham. Cheatham looks for Stiles down low, but that one's going to be tipped away once again by Campbellsville. It's not like they're getting most of their deflections on ball handling for Lindsey Wilson. It's mostly on the passes. They have just been telegraphing those so far.
Yeah, and I mean, Campbellsville have such quick reactions as well. They just get a first step so quickly, and it's hard to recover from that.
Stiles on the drive with the hard finish right there, going to go off the front of the rim right there. And she's going to see herself at the free throw line as that one couldn't connect. She is a 78% shooter from the free throw line, though, and I like the composure right there from Stiles. Saw a whole lot of contact on that play, but didn't let it get to her head, just going straight to the free throw line, even with her team down now 21-50 following the free throw. Stiles comes into the matchup averaging 23 points a game, scored 32 in their win on Thursday. She gets the second free throw to drop, and now she has 5 on the day. 22-50 your score with about 1:59 left here in the second quarter. Tigers with the ball in the hands of Lauren Turner. Once again, man-to-man defense from Lindsey Wilson here. We're going to see it in the left wing for Kaiser. Now they'll swing it back over to that left wing for Lexus Graham. And that was a misfired pass right there, giving it back to Lindsey Wilson.
That's a very rare misfire as well. They're usually so in sync, but I mean, you can't be perfect in a game. So everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah, the only one who was ever perfectly in sync was Justin Timberlake, man. You can't expect that out of a basketball team. Now we have the ball in the hands of Harris. She'll get it and take the mid-range jumper with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. No good, but followed up there by Cheatham. That's Cheatham's first basket on the night. Great follow by her to follow where that rebound was going. She was the only one on the court who seemed to have the perfect awareness of where it was going. But on the other end, we see Dorham back in the game, and once again, finishing down low. Her spin move is just fun to watch, Nathan. Devin Cheatham on the other end with the ball. She's going to be guarded on the play by Madison Kaiser. They'll swing the ball around back up top to Reagan Turner, over to Stiles for the three. Stiles three, no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Dorham. And on the other end, Lindsey Wilson going to pick up another foul. That one going to go against Devin Cheatham, as we saw Jordan Dorham pull down the rebound right there, but some frustration sinking in for the Blue Raiders, picking them up their 4th foul. So the next foul for either team will put the other team in the bonus now, but only 47 seconds left in the second quarter, so we could not even see that situation come up. Alexis Graham now with the ball. She'll throw it over to Lauren Turner, who's taking it across that half-court line right now. 24-52 your score here with about 35 seconds left in the second half. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball in the hands of Clemens. She's on the baseline drive right now. She traveled right there. The officials didn't call it on the play, but she missed the shot as well. Stiles on the rebound right there, throws it up court to Reagan Turner.
On that last play for Madison Clemens, I'm pretty sure she didn't actually travel. I think she didn't pick up the ball once she fell to the ground. I think she just kept it on the ground and recovered from it there. I've seen her do that on multiple occasions throughout this tournament.
Yeah, that's the only time, if you're right, Nathan, and the fact that she didn't travel, that's the only time I've ever been able to see a player pull that one off. Now 1 second left on the shot clock, and that shot was off before the buzzer, but it was no good. So 52-24 will be your score going into the halftime break. Tigers with a huge lead at the break. Some of their leading scorers so far include Jordan Dorham with 22 in the first half. Also pulled down 6 boards and only missed 2 shots that entire first half. Shot 11 for 13 from the field. Some other scorers for Campbellsville in this one: Madison Kaiser, Savannah Gregory, as well as Madison Clemens, all have 6 points. Clemens also has 4 assists. She's been distributing the ball extremely well. She shot 2 for 7 from the field, but all of her points coming from beyond the three-point arc. Lauren Turner, Alexis Calhoun, and Lexus Graham include the scorers for Campbellsville, who have just gotten 1 basket so far. but have been playing some terrific defense on the other end as well. For Lindsey Wilson, their leading scorer is actually Kayla Stiles and Reagan Turner. They both have 6 so far, but have both shot pretty low field goal percentages in the first half. Kayla Stiles only 1 for 6 from the field, and Reagan Turner 3 for 7. Not too shabby for her. Tiana Curry with 4 points. She is the second leading scorer for Lindsey Wilson. Heidi Huffman has quite a few as well. She shot 2 for 5 from the 3-point arc in that half. And we saw Devin Cheatham pick up 2 as well for Lindsey Wilson. Some team stats for you at the half. Campbellsville with 53% from the field, 31% from beyond the arc, compared to Lindsey Wilson shooting 31% from the field and 25% from beyond the arc. They ended up making 3 in that first half. Campbellsville, we talked a little bit about it throughout that quarter, but didn't miss a free throw for that entire first half of basketball. You know, they say free throws win championships, and it's certainly bowling out well for the Tigers right now, up 52-24 at the half. They out-rebounded Lindsey Wilson 21-16 in that half. Took the advantage on both the offensive and defensive rebounds. Lindsey Wilson with 4 offensive rebounds compared to Campbellsville's 5. And then Campbellsville on the defensive end picked up 16 rebounds compared to Lindsey Wilson's 12. They dropped 15 dimes in that first half. They were just tossing that ball around. It didn't matter who was taking the shots for them, and that was compared to 4 assists for Lindsey Wilson. Lindsey Wilson with no steals in the first half, while Campbellsville had 9. Lindsey Wilson had 13 turnovers compared to 4 for Campbellsville. So while they're forcing a lot of havoc on the defensive end, not really letting the pressure get to them on the offensive end. Only 4 turnovers in the first half. Only 1 block in the game by either team, and 8 fouls from Lindsey Wilson compared to 7 for Campbellsville. Those are your team stats at the half. Now a quick take from Nathan Yazdani. What are your thoughts on the Campbellsville Tigers?
I mean, I'm just amazed. You know, I know how good the Campbellsville Tigers are. I've seen them play. I've seen them play 2 days ago in the first round of the tournament, and they looked they looked tremendously good, but never this good. They've only elevated as the tournament has gone on, and I just really enjoy seeing that unselfish basketball and the post presence that Alexis Calhoun and Jordan Dorm have had this entire game. You know, Alexis Calhoun only played 5 minutes, but has 2 points and 4 rebounds. She is a player that if Jordan Dorm, who is, white hot right now, can do no wrong, Calhoun is a player who has stepped in and played an important role on the defensive end. So I'd be interested to see if she does come in that second half, you know, if Jordan Dorm is playing a little bit colder, but I can't see that happening with how
Second half of action about to be underway here on STVNTV.com. Both teams ready to go pretty early on before the buzzer was about to sound. They had a full minute where they were just prepared that, both teams came out of the locker room ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, both teams on the court with 25 seconds left. They are rearing to get that second half started, and I can see why Lindsey Wilson would. They have quite a lead to come, or they have quite a mountain to climb. Pretty fitting that we are in the mountains of the in the Appalachian Mountains here in Pikeville, Kentucky.
Yeah, like you were talking about, she struggled a little bit from the forward, did Kayla Stiles. Only shot 1 for 6 from the field in the first half rather. She usually shoots about 46%, so an uncharacteristic first half to say the least for Kayla Stiles and this Lindsey Wilson Raiders team as a whole. And looks like she's getting off to a hot start to start the second one. They'll dump it to her down low and finishes and one.
Yeah, and I mean, if there's any team that's going to be able to do it, it's going to be Kayla Stiles and the Lindsey Wilson Blue Raiders, a team who when they get hot, they are very dangerous. And I mean, this is not an easy lead to come back from, but they can certainly do it.
Madison Faulkner on the rebound following the Kayla Stiles missed free throw right there. Ball now in the hands of Turner. She'll kick it over to Clemens on the left wing. Back up top to Turner. She's going to be guarded by Curry on this possession. Lindsey Wilson going with the man-to-man defense to start out the second half. They now have it in the hands of Faulkner for the jumper. No good. A little bit short right there, but it's going to go back in favor of the Tigers. And we're getting a few disagreements from some Blue Raider fans right there. I got to say, I thought that one was going in favor of Lindsey Wilson as well. So I can certainly see where those complaints are coming from. We now have the ball in the hands of Madison Clemens for the corner baseline jumper right there. Her foot was on the line, so it's just a 2-point jumper for Madison Clemens.
Yeah, she did step back, just not far enough, but a good look by Madison Clemens, who's always going to water it from the corner.
Yeah, right there. I think she'll be able to, kind of settle that 2-point shot right there. Her team is still up 28 points right now. They get the steal right there. We'll see if they can get it before it goes out of bounds. They do so. And Faulkner can't come up with a pass, so Campbellsville going to look to set up their offense once again. They have it with Lauren Turner up top. She's going to throw it over to Madison Clemens, but she faked that pass, actually. Now they'll get it down low to Durham. And they bring it back up to the right wing for Turner. Over to Clemens, who takes the screen from Faulkner. All the way, goes baseline. Pump fakes, but can't finish the layup. She gets the rebound, though. Second shot was blocked by Pulaski, and the missed baseline jumper from Madison Faulkner will give it back to the Blue Raiders.
Well, I think it's safe to say at this point that, you got to give a little credit to Lindsey Wilson. They have not just, gone out and handed this game to Campbellsville. Campbellsville have earned everything they've gotten so far. I mean, you saw it there with that lung-busting run by the Campbellsville Tigers to get that ball back. They couldn't get a basket down on that possession, but still, they're just working so hard. They have done that the entire game.
Yeah, the Blue Raiders, their deficit right now isn't due to a lack of effort. They're both of these teams are trying right now to win this game, but it just seems like the Blue Raiders shots aren't falling due to the tight contention of the Tigers defense. Right there, the shot does go. So now Blue Raiders trail 28-54, 8:01 left in the third period. Ball in the hands of Faulkner at about that free throw line area. We're going to see Lauren Turner with it now, trying to drive into the lane. She does so, scoops it up with the right hand, and finish. Good for Lauren Turner.
I mean, Lauren Turner has so much patience on the offensive end. We've seen it on numerous occasions. She just waits, attempted to drive down one hole. That closed up for her. She attacks it a different way and scores.
Curry on the drive. She'll dump it off to Kayla Stiles. An excellent read there by Curry right there. Dumps it off with a no-look pass, and I don't think any Tiger saw that one coming. Now, Blue Raiders break that 30-point mark, down 26 now to the Campbellsville Tigers. Ball in the hands of Madison Clemens. Faulkner tries to give it to Clemens, but Clemens was looking for the back cut for the three-point arc right there, so that pass just going to fly out of bounds and back into the hands of the Lindsey Wilson Raiders. But it looks like the Tigers are going to throw some half-court pressure, maybe a little bit of a full-court press here too, with Lexus Graham. Certainly going to bring a whole lot of half-court trapping right there, but we see Reagan Turner breaking right through that. She's going to have that one stripped away. Curry comes up with it. Now they'll get it to Stiles down low, and Stiles with a strong finish. Now we see Turner taking the ball off the court on the other end, gets to the left wing, throws it over to Lexus Graham, back up top to Turner on the left wing. They'll dump it down low. and Faulkner can't get that shot to go. Rebounded by Pulaskite. And she has some dribbles here. Finally realizes she has them right there. Tried to pass it off. And it's going to go back into the hands of Curry. And they couldn't get that one across the half-court line before Lauren Turner came up with the steal. Then Turner threw it down low to Alexis Graham, who will see herself at the free throw line following the foul. First foul of the half for Lindsey Wilson. Alexis Graham, a 63% free throw shooter on the season. Picks up about 2 steals a game, so although she's only averaging about 5, she has she still contributes to the Tigers in other ways besides the scoring and the shooting and the assists. Not just the box score for Alexis Graham. She sinks that free throw right there. And the second one rolls around the rim and out. Now we're going to see Reagan Turner taking it up for Lindsey Wilson. She'll throw it over to Cheatham, who just checked into the game for Lindsey Wilson. Also did Harris, who we just saw the ball over there on that left wing. Now we see Cheatham on the drive. She tried to get that one into the hands of Kayla Stiles, but that one was deflected. And now it was sent out of bounds by Alexis Graham. And the Tigers are just a team full of just menaces on the defensive end, Nathan.
Absolutely. And that's a perfect time to talk about how the Campbellsville Tigers rank first in the NAIA in steals per game and total steals over the course of the season. But what a basket by Reagan Turner, flying high and takes a tumble as well. Oh, just kidding. Still a basket, just doesn't count.
Basket does not count right there because it was a charge drawn there. Solid footwork by Jordan Dorham drawing the charge for Campbellsville. Just gets her feet set right there. And although it was a strong finish, the defense is the winner in that situation. Now we see the ball in the hands of Lauren Turner looking to go baseline here. Throws it off to the left wing. Alexis Graham from 3. And Graham with the 3 following the little tip pass.
Well, she was getting it done on the defensive end for most of this game. Finally starting to get some offense going. Alexis Graham, such a versatile player, can get it done on both ends of the court.
Now we see it down low with Kayla Stiles. Great possession drawn up there by Lindsey Wilson. They threw it to the baseline right there as Kayla Stiles was cutting. And then a quick find to Stiles gets her the quick deuce. Now Blue Raiders trail 34-60 with 5:25 remaining in the third quarter. We want to give you a quick scoreboard update there. And Jordan Dorham adding to her already illustrious point total today, now up to 24 on the day, shooting at 12 for 14 from the field. This ball stolen away by Madison Clemens there. She averages about 3 of those a game. Now we see Alexis Graham with the ball. She'll kick it over to Lauren Turner on the left wing. They're going to dump it down low to Faulkner. Faulkner, it looked like Pulaskite wanted a double dribble call right there, but regardless, strong finish by Faulkner.
And I love the willingness to adjust by Faulkner. Faced a whole lot of pressure from Reagan Turner and Gerda Pulaskite, but adjust and finish at the basket so well, like Campbellsville have done all game long.
Clemens with yet another steal. She has been racking those up tonight. Can't get the finish on the other end, but it will go back in favor of the Tigers following a foul from Reagan Turner, the freshman.
Yes, Clemens is stuffing the stat sheet with the steals, and she's been doing that all season. Ranks 4th in the Mid-South Conference in steals per game. Savannah Gregory, another one who has been snatching balls left and right, is second most steals per game in the Mid-South Conference. So it's no surprise that they're showing some dominance in that aspect of the game tonight.
They've picked up 12 steals tonight compared to Lindsey Wilson's 0 on the night. So that could be just one of those main reasons we've been talking about for Campbellsville being up so much right now. They've only turned the ball over a total of 5 times in this one compared to 17 turnovers for Lindsey Wilson. And they lead now by 30 points with about 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And we see Ginger Colvin talking to her team right there. Has to be happy with how they played so far. It looks like they'll come out of the timeout huddle here. Quick statistical breakdown for you. Jordan Dorham leads all scorers with 24 points right now and has shot lights out from the field. Only missed 2 all day. 12 for 14 is that mark. Some other scorers for Campbellsville so far include Madison Clemens with 8, Savannah Gregory with 6, and Lauren Turner with 4. Now we'll see an inbound pass from Caitlin Hall. They'll get it back up top to Savannah Gregory. She has it on the wing, forced to pick up her dribble. Looking there for Caitlin Hall, rather. And now we see it in Fothergill's hands. She'll throw it off to Hall. Hall on the drive right there. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Stolen away by Pulaskite. Over to Stiles. Stiles kicks it to Turner, who's taking it across that half-court line. Going to throw it over to Heidi Huffman for the three. No good for her. Pulaskite tips that one out, but it's going to be corralled in by Heidi Huffman. Huffman forced to pick up her dribble there. Now we're going to see it in the hands of Cheatham. Now we're going to see it Turner on the drive. She'll kick it over to Pulaskite, and Pulaskite on the mid-range jumper. And Pulaskite showed that a whole lot in yesterday's game. Hit 4 shots from that mid-range area, and it actually didn't end up missing those. So even though she doesn't take them a whole lot, pretty much anytime Gerda Pulaskite gets a mid-range jumper, she's going to make it. On the other end, they come up with a block. That shot makes the ball roll all the way down court for Campbellsville. They're in a tough spot right now. Only 8 seconds left on the shot clock. We see Caitlin Hall taking it across the half-court line. Shot bounces around the rim and out. Now we see Cheatham on the fast break. Shot goes off the backboard, rolls off the front of the rim and into the hands of Savannah Gregory. Now we have Caitlin Hall on the ball on the left wing. She'll throw it back up top. Now Hall has it crossing the top of the key. Now ball in the hands of Fothergill. Man-to-man defense once again from the Lindsey Wilson Raiders. Fothergill has it up top. She'll throw it over to the right wing. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Three-pointer on the way. No good for Faulkner. Kisses the front of the rim right there. Reagan Turner on the outlet pass to Kayla Stiles. Stiles on the strong finish. 38-64 your score. 2:30 left in the third quarter. Ball in the hands of Caitlin Hall. Looking to wind down some of the shot clock here. Reset some of the offense. Fothergill with it on the right wing. Cut there from Faulkner. Not going to go thanks to some terrific defense from the Lindsey Wilson Raiders to not let that pass get through. Now Heidi Huffman to inbound. Looks like Reagan Turner will be the one taking the ball up court for Lindsey Wilson here. Down 38-64. A 26-point deficit for Lindsey Wilson. They'll throw it down low. Gerda Pulaskite has it down low. She'll throw it back up top to Curry on the left wing. Curry throws it inside to Stiles. Stiles from the mid-range gets the shot to roll around the rim and in, and one for Kayla Stiles. 40-64 your score following that basket. Kayla Stiles, a 78% shooter from the free throw line. In today's game, she shot 6 for 11 from the field. Really improved in the second half so far. It only ended up with 6 in the first half, but now with 17 in the second half. Now we have the ball in the hands of Caitlin Hall, the sophomore. Going to be guarded by Curry on the play, looking for the baseline on that drive. Couldn't get there, takes the screen, and that one's going to be tipped away by Pulaskite, but back into the hands of Madison Kaiser.
That was a good attempt by Caitlin Hall, but the Tigers swarmed the paint, had so many numbers in there that after that pass was deflected, went right to a Tiger in Madison Kaiser, who finished well at the rim.
1:30 left in the third quarter. Ball in the hands of Stiles, who tries to finish down low with the hook shot right there. That one rolls off the left side of the rim. And now we will see once again Kayla Stiles going to the free throw line. And I love how she's attacked her struggles from the field in the first half. She was only 1 for 6 from the field in that first half. Now hasn't missed a shot in the second. Made all 6 of her 6 shots here in this second half, and now added her point total up to 19. Crazy number for her. She's picked up 13 points in this second half, and now Campbellsville only leads 66-43 following those 2 free throws. They've played a solid game on the defensive end, and now they see themselves on the offense with Savannah Gregory having the ball on the left wing. They'll throw it over to Caitlin Hall. Back up top to Madison Kaiser. Kaiser throws it over to the wing. A little contact after the shot, but the three no good for Savannah Gregory. Followed up. Campbellsville now 68-43.
And then a terrific play by Reagan Turner. The ball was rolling out of bounds, and she just tiptoes the line and shows great balance to keep it in bounds and keep the play alive for the Blue Raiders.
Reagan Turner on the drive, gets the shot to go. What a shot by her. Had a whole lot of momentum going against her. Ran into 2 Tiger defenders right there, but gets the shot to go. 45-68 your score now with the ball in the hands of one Caitlin Hall. She'll swing it over to the right wing for Fothergill. Back up top to Gregory. Now for the baseline jumper, and that one's good for Fothergill. 70-45 your score following that baseline jumper. 17 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Curry with it, going for the drive, dumps it off, and finish no good for Dakota Smith. But on the rebound, we see Kayla Stiles going to the free throw line once again. 21 points here in this game. Almost all of those coming in the second half. 15 for her in this third quarter with about 8 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Kayla Stiles has just turned her beast mode on that possession, and she's done that the whole second half. And she's had to do that. Campbellsville have brought a great defense in the paint, which shut Kayla Stiles down for the most part in the first half. Second half, a different story, though. Kayla Stiles is really starting to figure it out, and she's using her aggression and strength very well down low.
She's now 7 for 9 from the free throw line on the day. And the last second attempt there from Caitlin Hall going to be no good. There were only about 8 seconds left when they started that possession, and they just couldn't get it quite down fast enough. Shot no good from Caitlin Hall as she tries to hook it in at the buzzer. So 70-47 will be your score at the end of the third quarter. The Tigers have put on quite the display on both ends of the court tonight. So far, they've picked up 13 steals, forced 18 turnovers on Lindsey Wilson, while only turning the ball over 7 times themselves. So they're winning that battle by 11 in this game. Lead the game now by 23 points. They're shooting better from the field as well in this one, but only a little bit better. 51% compared to 44% for Lindsey Wilson. They've shot 6 threes in this one, gone 30%. Lindsey Wilson has shot 25% from beyond the arc. Both teams shooting amazing from the free throw line in this one. Lindsey Wilson 80%, Campbellsville in this one 86%. Nathan, what are your thoughts at the end of the three?
Well, I love how Lindsey Wilson responded in the second half. You know, down by 28, I believe, at the halftime break. You know, they're not giving up. They're not just giving the game away. They're not rolling over and dying. They've almost doubled their halftime score. They had 24 at half. They have 47 now. So they're starting to figure out offensively. They're fixing a lot of the errors that they made in the first half. And it's great to see that competitive edge still alive in the Lindsey Wilson Spirits.
Yeah, they won that quarter by 7 points. Now trailed by 23 entering the fourth. Ball in the hands of Madison Clemens. Excellent read by her. Lauren Turner cutting up the lane right there and gets the two-pointer to go. Now on the other end, Reagan Turner with the ball, going to be guarded by Turner. Maybe the 3-2 zone coming back for the Tigers. Ball now in the hands of Harris on the wing. She dribbles into that mid-range area, and the bank is open on Saturday in Pikeville. 49-72 now your score following that mid-range jumper. Now we see the ball in the hands of Lauren Turner over to Madison Clemens up top. Now they'll kick it to Alexis Graham. Just running a little weave up top. Saw the screen there, and they'll get it to the baseline. But they're going to kick it back out to the right wing. Tried to force it down low right there, but Pulaskite sends that one out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a great play by Kayla Stiles. She was always looking at that play. And just looked down the eyes of Lauren Turner, saw that she was going to make the pass, and got in front of it.
9:08 remaining in the contest. We see the inbound pass from Lauren Turner. Shot no good. But that one's going to be rebounded by the leading scorer of the game, Jordan Dorham, and now she will see herself at the free throw line.
Well, looks like there's no slowing down the freight train that is Jordan Dorham. She's had a spectacular night and gets a foul there on Gerda Pulaskite.
First foul of the fourth quarter. Now we see Madison Clemens going for the baseline jumper right there, but that one's no good. Kayla Stiles on the other end kicks it over to Reagan Turner, and Turner can't get the finish to go, but she will see herself at the free throw line. Turner, the freshman, shooting 84% from the line. That's an outstanding number for a freshman, Nathan.
Yeah, she's a freshman who plays like a senior. You know, she's had a terrific season as well. Reagan Turner shooting 15.2% or 15.2 points per game, and was in the Mid-South Conference second team All-Conference. So congrats to her on a fantastic freshman year. I can't imagine what she's going to look like as a senior for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, also gets about 2 steals a game, so she's not just getting things done on that offensive end. Can get things done on both sides of the floor. Now we see the ball in the hands of Clemens for the wing three. Kisses the front of the rim right there, rebounded by Stiles. Stiles with the ball fake, taking it up court right now. Going to get a screen from Pulaskite at that half-court line. Takes it all the way up court. No good on the shot as it Bounces off the back of the rim right there, but she will see herself at the free throw line where she's gotten there a whole lot here in this second half. Ended up shooting 4 free throws in the first, now 8 in the second half. She shot 7 for 12 from the field, 23 points on the night for Kayla Stiles. Make that 24 with the first free throw. She is a 78% shooter from the line. And the second free throw up and in for Kayla Stiles as well, making her point total now 25 on the night. We see Lauren Turner with the ball now going to cross that half-court line. A whole lot of pressure now over to Clemens. And we saw that play a few possessions ago. They do it again. Lauren Turner again with that cut to the paint right there. And the pass coming from Clemens delivered perfectly. Overhead pass right where you want it to be if you're Lauren Turner. And now Campbellsville leading the game by 22 points with about 8:22 remaining in the contest.
Yeah, it seems like Campbellsville must run through that play at least 100 times a day because they perform that play pretty much perfectly. You know, I haven't seen cuts that crisp, passes that sharp, you know, a team in sync like that. I haven't seen that really from many teams on the men's or women's side of basketball in general.
Yeah, those were two very beautifully developed plays there. I'm not sure who drew that one up, but whether it was, you know, Ginger Colvin or Madison Clemens, whoever did that one, big shout out to you. That was just some perfect basketball. And we've seen, you know, Campbellsville kind of attack in kind of a decade back style of basketball. You know, a lot of times you like to see teams just try to get out, run and gun, but Campbellsville has been very effective in the half court today, Nathan.
Yeah, you hear a lot of times about, and you've heard from us sometimes that, you know, teams need to make quicker decisions and just play very fast basketball. But, you know, Campbellsville showing what patience can do and just shows what just waiting for a second, letting the play develop, letting players make their cuts, shows what that can do for your team. And it's done a whole lot at putting 74 points on the board.
Now we see the ball in the hands of Kayla Stiles in the corner. She's forced to pick up her dribble. Tried to get it to Pulaskite right there, and she does so off the backboard pass. And that first shot wasn't good, but Reagan Turner on the rebound and finish.
You know, I couldn't see that play too well. I was looking pretty intently at the camera. Did Kayla Stiles just literally pass that right off the backboard, or was that deflected?
That one was off the backboard right there. That was definitely intentional. I didn't know what was happening at first. I thought it might have been a shot at first, possibly. But that one was beautifully developed by her. It was right into the hands of Pulaskite. I mean, I don't think I could have done that, you know, to say the least.
Yeah, that's probably the best pass I've ever seen. That rivals the Jason Williams shoulder pass that he made in the rookie-sophomore game back in the day.
Alexis Graham now with the ball on the right wing, kicking over to Lauren Turner. 3 seconds on the shot clock. That one flies out of bounds, and it's going to go in favor of the Blue Raiders. Down 20 with about 7.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, credit to Gerda Pulaskite on that possession, who did a great job at just wrapping Jordan Dorn up and keeping her occupied and making her unable to get this or to receive that pass on that play.
Now we see Devin Cheatham kicking it over to Kayla Stiles in the corner. Stiles is going to be trapped over there in the corner and going to be called for the travel.
That was a great double team in the corner for a player of Kayla Stiles' size and frame, who is so big and has such a great wingspan, and for her just to not even be able to get through that. That was a textbook double team in the corner.
Yeah, Stiles has a lengthy body, so you can definitely tell that the Tigers played some solid defense on that play. Put her in one of the worst positions to be in a basketball court, a double team in the corner, and one of the best positions to be in is an open three in the corner. That's Alexis Graham. 77-54 your score now. That was Alexis Graham's 20th point, not 20th point on the night. We saw Alexis Graham picking up her 7th point on the night following that one. My apologies on the stats. On the other end, Campbellsville coming up with a steal. Graham has it. She'll kick it over to Clemens. And they'll dump it back down low to Jordan Dorham. And once again, Dorham finishing down low. Dorham in this game has now shot 13 for 15 from the field. Then on the other end, Kayla Stiles with a strong finish down low, uses the spin move and a little backhanded hook to get the shot to go.
You know, this is a great day to be a Campbellsville Tiger, Miles. You know, they're out here playing one of the best games of their season, I assume. You know, I haven't seen a basketball game being played to completion like this in a very long time, and being played at this high of a level in a long time. And then you got on the men's side, you got the Campbellsville Tigers again later today.
Yeah, they'll actually be facing off in our very next matchup against U-Pike. U-Pike picked up a big one yesterday, but Campbellsville a little bit better match for them than Shawnee State was. But we're going to see the Tigers now only up 58-79 following that basket after the missed free throw. But then on the other end, attacking once again on the offensive end. That time, it was Alexis Calhoun with the finish.
Alexis Calhoun has to be one of the most underrated players on this team, only averaging 3.5 points per game and 3.4 rebounds, but she does so much for this team just playing down low. She's a terrifically smart player. I love the game of Alexis Calhoun.
You know, I also love the game of Lauren Turner. She's had a terrific night for the Campbellsville Tigers so far. 8 points on the night, but where she's really been the most, had her most contribution is her assists. She's dropped 6 tonight, leading the team and the entire game in dimes in this one. She's also shot almost 50% from the floor and hasn't missed a free throw in this one yet.
And also, if you are a Lindsey Wilson fan as well, you may be a little discouraged by the scoreboard right now, but don't worry. You can catch some more Lindsey Wilson action later on today, as the men's team also advanced past the first round, so they'll be taking on a team later this evening.
Yeah, that one should be a fun one, too. They're going to be taking on Georgetown at about 4. That one's going to be coming at you here on STVOnTV.com once again. On the other end, we see Devin Cheatham with the air ball on that three-point attempt. 5 minutes, 26 seconds left in this contest. Now Tigers leading 84-58, 5:26 left in the fourth once again.
And with that with that inbounds, Lauren Turner is going to see the bench and got a big standing ovation by the crowd here in the East Kentucky Expo Center.
Yeah, Campbellsville had a pretty solid crowd show up today for this semifinal game, as we see the basket going down for them once again. And that's quite the drive from Campbellsville to Pikeville. Don't exactly know how far it is, but I know that Campbellsville is only about an hour from Bowling Green, so it has to be, based on the 5-hour drive we took, has to be quite some distance. On the other end, Kayla Stiles on the finish. 60-86 now your score. 4:45 left in the contest. Blue Raiders trail by 26. And they actually took 2 points off the board for Campbellsville at some point, so their score, well, they're going to make it back 86 now following that basket from Alexis Calhoun. Then on the other end, Stiles for 3, and that one's good.
Kayla Stiles honed in her sights on that one and then just took that jumper off of a nice handoff pass by Tiana Curry. I could tell that one was going in just by the time that Kayla Stiles was taking to take that shot.
And we're going to see a couple players take the bench for the Tigers as they have the 23-point lead in the fourth quarter. We see a couple players entering the game. One of them for the first time, Sammy Rogers, the freshman from Campbellsville.
In addition to her, you also have number 10, Shyla Calbert, who has the ball right now, a freshman as well.
Now we see it in the corner with Fothergill. She'll throw it all the way over to the other corner. Pump fake from Calbert. Calbert with the ball now. She'll swing it over to Kristen Hall. Baseline jumper on the way and in for Sammy Rogers. So this bench mod for the Tigers right now showing that they have some offensive ability as well.
Yeah, this is a strong team from top to bottom. Coach Ginger Colvin has this entire squad just playing so well and playing with so much confidence.
Yeah, when you're the third best team ranked nationally, you got to have some contribution off the bench. It's never going to be your starting 5 working if you're the Campbellsville Tigers. I mean, that's not to say they don't have a good starting 5. All of their starting 5, actually the other day, ended up getting into double digits. So while they have some good starters, clearly we're getting to see the bench of the Tigers, and it's not looking too shabby either. Now we see on the other end Stiles with the finish once again. Stiles has had a great performance in the second half, now up to 33 points on the day, but the Blue Raiders trail 65-88 with about 3.5 minutes remaining in the contest. We see the ball in the hands of Fothergill here. She'll get pressured pretty hard over there by Kayla Stiles. Now she'll kick over to Calvert on the baseline drive. Spin move. No good for Calvert. Love the move, though. And she gets the offensive rebound as well at that 5'2 stature. That one's going to be swiped away, though, by Harris. Harris taking it up court now. Uses a little crossover move and finishes at the basket.
A great play by Jania Harris, taking it from coast to coast. getting that fantastically timed steal, picked the pocket of Shyla Calvert, and then goes down the other end and has a nice finish at the basket.
Yeah, that was one of the most clean steals we've seen in this entire tournament, really. No objection from really anyone on the court. That was just all ball, then going on the other end with a little pass fake down low, finishing with that right hand. Now Lindsey Wilson going to get the ball back, and they will send Reagan Turner to take this ball up court.
In the words of Ray Hudson, that Jania Harris steal was cleaner than Neutrogena.
Cleaner than Neutrogena. I love it, Nathan. You know, I know you're giving credit to him right there, but I got to love you bringing out that one in the broadcast for sure. Now we see the ball in the hands of Stiles. Pump fake and step back three. No good for her. Now it's going to be rebounded by Calvert. She's taking it up court. Throwing it over to the left wing. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Clings off the front of the rim. That was Kristen Hall on the shot.
Nice deflected pass there by Kristen Hall, giving it to Shyla Calvert. It was an interesting play nonetheless.
And you're seeing some applause from the Campbellsville fans right there. They have to be happy with how this team has rebounded the ball. They pulled down 10 offensive boards in this one, and that one may be bigger than the rest because it gives them a whole lot more time to wind down this shot clock and get it even further, make it even harder for the Blue Raiders to come back in this one. Now 1:59 remaining in the game. Blue Raiders down 21. This would match the biggest comeback I've ever seen in basketball if the Blue Raiders were able to come back. So you can pretty much congratulate the Tigers on moving on to the next round. We've seen some subs into the game as well for Lindsey Wilson. Heidi Huffman checking in. Kayla Stiles on the three.
I mean, now that you said that, Miles, I think Lindsey Wilson's coming back.
I mean, that's a bold prediction for you, Nathan, right? But, I mean, it could happen following that Kayla Stiles three. If she can get hot from the floor, she is a dangerous player. She now has 36 on the night, leads all scorers. She's taking it up court right now, going to work around Campbellsville and finishes at the lane.
Kayla Stiles is such a dominant force in the Mid-South Conference. Mid-South Conference Player of the Year, and I can tell why. She marched down the court controlling the play.
Sammy Rogers now has the ball up top. She'll kick it over into the hands of, and they'll dump it down low now. Fothergill threw it to Alexis Calhoun on that play. But Calhoun couldn't get the finish. Now we see Reagan Turner on the other end, and that shot's going to go straight up at the rim. She falls on the play. Basket no good, but she will see herself at the free throw line where she's an 84% shooter. 59 seconds left in the contest. And looking ahead to tomorrow now with a minute to go, Blue Raiders down 16. Shawnee State beat Cumberland in the last matchup 70-63. So the Tigers will move on to play Shawnee tomorrow in the championship. We'll have that one for you here on STBNTV.com.
And I love the effort from the Lindsey Wilson Blue Raiders here in the second half. They've given it all they had, especially the play of Kayla Stiles. She's got her hands on her knees right now. She has been tirelessly working all game. And, I mean, boy, she's had a terrific season and a terrific career for the Lindsey Wilson Blue Raiders.
And actually on that last shot, she passed the 40-point mark for the game. 41 on the night for Kayla Stiles. And almost all of them coming in the second half. 35 second-half points for her. So, you know, if she could have had both of these both halves play the same way as this one, she'd be at about 80 points right now.
Is this the highest scoring game we've seen in the tournament, like on either side?
For one individual, yes. This is she actually had it before with 32. So she beat her own record in the Mid-South Conference tournament this year with now 41 points on the night, but there's still 45 seconds to go, so she could extend that even more. But the Tigers extend their lead there with those two free throws. 90-74 now your score. I want to remind you, though, that the Tigers were up by about 30 at the half, so the Blue Raiders have really fought back in the second half. It just was a case of a little, too late for them. Now we see the ball in the hands of Stiles on the low block, gets the shot to go, and rolls around the rim. 43 points now for Kayla Stiles.
Yeah, this has been quite a performance by Kayla Stiles. I mean, this entire Lindsey Wilson team is a tremendous team, and they really showed it in the second half. They gave so much heart and showed so much character to a comeback from the deficit that they were at halftime.
But the big prize is going to go to the Tigers for this one. They're going to move on to the next round playing Shawnee. They played an amazing game of basketball as well. Jordan Dorham was insane from the field. Ended up shooting 13 for 15 on the night. Pulled down 6 rebounds as well. And 13 for 15 from the field is probably the best field goal percentage we've seen for the amount of shots they've taken in this tournament so far. 87% is the mark for Jordan Durham on that game. We see Lindsey Wilson picking up the 2-pointer right there. So your final in the game, 90-70.